So before we begin and we introduce um, ourselves to you, we want to make sure that you have received the handouts to print out. If you don't have a printer, you could definitely just follow along on your computer or on your phone. But these are just really great notes, a guide of and a skincare analysis to go over, what you think your skin type is, what products you usually use in your skincare regimen. And if it's like just a wash and a moisturizer, that's totally fine. We'll introduce you to some other steps that could help with other aging or hyperpigmentation or anything else that you would like to know more about in regards to skin concerns. Also, it's a nice chart for you talking about all the different products and basically the highlights of what they're good for. But I know many of you may not be using the line that we're going to be talking to you about this evening. It's okay. We want to just have some fun. We want you to use the skincare products that you're currently using. And just following the steps so you could understand when to put a serum on or when to put a moisturizer, a mask, and some information about what all these different skincare products are and what they're targeted to do. So in that event, I am Maria. Would you like to begin and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Maria Constantine, and I've been partnered with Motives Cosmetics for 22 years. And I'm a huge fan of all of our products, and I can't wait to share them with you tonight. And I'm going to be helping Christina answer some of your questions. And I think that they're saying that I don't think we're going to be able to see our attendees, right, Chris? Is that what's happening? Because they're asking.
No, we can't see you, but you could definitely see us, and we will be manning the right side, all the beautiful comments you guys have coming in. If you have any questions, please feel free to post the questions. We also have the writer with us. She's going to be taking a look at it as well. And when we get to the mask, where we're leaving it on for about 10 to 15 minutes, it'll be a perfect time for us to really go back and answer any other questions that you guys may have. But Maria, please talk to us about a little about the beauty bar and what you have going on in Naples.
Under the quarantine, I don't even know what day it is, but yeah, I have a small little boutique beauty bar, and I use all exclusive Lumiere DV, cellular, all of our Market America products in the spa. So it's so easy to pair because we can customize with each client. So it works out really wonderful. Anywhere from skincare to lashes to even some body wraps and stuff like that we do. Of course, the inner beauty, where we're going to talk about. I think Christina has a beautiful cocktail there, and I've got my little cocktail here.
Ladies and gentlemen, have your quarantini going on. Isn't that a beautiful cup she has? It's a disposable one.
Christina bought this for me. She got me 2 of these. I would love to get the whole set. I'm so excited. I have my aloe teeny with our beauty blend, right? Our 4 most powerful antioxidants known to man, our red wine, bilberry, pine bark, and grapeseed extract, along with our hyaluronic acid, biotin. This is our amazing isotonic beauty blend. Especially now, guys, this is also an immune builder, so it's perfect timing to get yourself beautified and boost your immune system. So, Chris, you're making a cocktail. You have a little recipe right there, right?
I am. I do. So it's 1 serving of OPC beauty blend with 2 ounces of water, and then 2 ounces of our ultimate aloe juice, which is antibacterial, antifungal, anti-tumoral, which that was already in there. That's even another product that would be great for immune deficiency and to protect us during this crazy time. So yeah, I like mixing both of them because they just taste so delicious.
Yes, it's awesome. And you can add some spirits to it if you'd like as well. I did not. I'm doing a cleanse. Perfect time to cleanse. Working on that.
And please, guys, post. Let us know what you're drinking tonight. I would love to hear. Get us excited over here.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So, Maria, I guess I'll go into talking about what I do. And I was introduced to the company actually through Maria in 2003, almost 18 years ago. Still here, loving the products more than ever. I opened up last year, my own beauty studio, specializing in skincare treatments as a licensed esthetician and as a makeup artist. I worked with Modus for so many years, specializing in bridal work. And then what I found myself doing is introducing all our skincare to them, because your skin is only as good, your makeup only looks good as your skin underneath it. So I was introducing skincare. I fell in love with skincare. And I'm also, Maria and I also were educators for Modus and our skincare lines. And I just fell in love with skincare treatments. So I'm a licensed esthetician now, and I only have in-house all of our 4 different customizable lines, skincare lines, and only use and share with my clients our Modus Cosmetics. So I think that's enough for now. Let's get started. Let's have some fun. And Maria and I like to have a lot of fun with you guys. So we hope that you guys are going to enjoy the event as much as we will.
We do
Maria,
this
did you want to add
Hi, you know that.
What was that?
I said we do this every day. Every morning we drink our cocktail, our afternoon cocktail, you know.
So we're going to have lots of fun. All right, so we have a bunch of new messages coming on. Hello to everybody. Some very familiar names. So excited. Haven't seen you guys in a really long time, and we miss you as well. So we're going to follow along with our skincare analysis and our skincare event. And the first thing that we always want to do when we are taking care of our skin is we want to cleanse. Okay, so the line that we're going to be using today is called Lumiere de Vie. Lumiere de Vie is the next generation in skincare. It really focuses on the natural healing process of all skin types. So that's why we like using it. Now, when you've filled out the skincare analysis, it might recommend different lines that we have, and that's fine. We're going to just touch a little bit about that. And if you have any questions on the different lines of Cellular Lab and Skintelligence, please write it on the chat. But we really want to just keep it consistent. We love using Lumiere de Vie because it is an anti-aging line. It's a skin brightening line. We find that as estheticians, many people have issues with discoloration, and they just want that brighter, glowy skin. So that is the complete line that we're going to focus on. It helps revitalize radiance, improve clarity in younger looking skin. The ingredients here are extremely high in quality. They're natural ingredients with powerful formulas that help rejuvenate, soothe, moisturize, and protect. So it's really important. I know I keep saying we're going to get started, but it's really important to know what you're putting on your skin, because there are so many lines out there, especially when you're just walking into a drugstore. There's alcohols in there, and there's parabens and really harmful ingredients, and people are not understanding why. Well, it says this is for acne, but it's making them break out anymore. Or it says it's for oily skin, but it's causing even more a negative reaction. Right, Maria? And I see you shaking your head.
Absolutely. And, you know, guys, there is a question and answer little bubble, and then there's the chat. Sometimes the chat, we get too many, you know, little chats, and we can't see everybody. So if you have a really important question that you want answered, make sure that you use the Q&A on the bottom of your screen there. But yes, you know, I have a lot of clients that are coming in with not even just drugstore brands, but high-end brands that are just, they say one thing on the bottle, but then they're doing something else to their skin. So again, you know, you have to understand skin and what you're putting on it. And especially for those of you who have oily skin, it's always the most trickiest skin to combat, right, Chris?
Absolutely. Oily skin, acne prone, and we'll get a little bit more into that, how more mature skin should be using ingredients that a teenager's line is. Because Maria, I have so many clients that come in and I'm like, what skincare are you using? They're like, oh, I'm using my son's acne products. I'm like, how old is your son? They're like 13. And I'm like, and you're 50. What are you doing using a 13-year-old? So two different categories here. So it's all about, and it's okay, because it's all about education, and many companies just sell you, they don't teach you. And what we're here to do is we're here to help educate you and help you understand that the lines that we use in our skincare studios are lines from a product brokerage company. We don't manufacture any of our products. We go all out to all the top manufacturers in the skincare industry, in the cosmetic industry, and hand select who we want to bring us the highest quality product at the most affordable price.
Absolutely.
So
Some of
that's what
the amazing lines out there that are a fortune. I mean, you can buy skincare $150 for an ounce. We have properties in there and ingredients in there that are almost exactly the same, and we can, you know, and it's in a much more affordable because of the product brokerage concept. So,
and
yeah.
because we're okay for advertising, and because we are not in a department store and we're exclusive. Okay, so now we're going to get started. So please grab your facial cleanser, and
Chris,
we're
do you
going
want to move your little
Yeah.
thingy?
Let me make sure my shirt's nice and down. These videos sometimes are not forgiving, ladies. They're not forgiving. Okay, so we are going to make sure that we've sanitized our hands.
Sanitation is key today. Let me tell you, we're going to sanitize ourselves today. And that's where our clear shield comes in. We have an amazing clear shield. I don't have it in front of me. I could run over and get it. And it's a protectant for our hands. And for those out there who are our first responders, thank you, thank you. If you have loved ones that are first responders, let them know about our clear shield. It is an amazing invisible glove. It will protect the skin. It has aloe in there, and it actually makes your hands super duper soft. So it's awesome. All right, Chris,
All right.
what are you doing there?
Awesome. So we're just taking our cleanser. This is the Lumiere cleanser. And Maria, if you want to just share.
Sure. That is a cleanser that leaves your skin very refreshed and clean. It doesn't have that feeling of heaviness on it. It helps moisturize the skin. It's definitely good for all skin types. It helps reduce the appearance of rough and dry skin as well, leaving it looking smoother and softer as you use it. It has a couple active ingredients, and it has panthenol, and that is a provitamin to B5, and that's what makes the hydration and the barrier to the skin, and that keeps the hydration in the skin. And then of course allantoin, which is an anti-irritant property. So this is perfect, especially for those of you who have breakouts and sensitive skin, and feel dry when you're using these crazy products that are acne. And if it says acne, it's very drying. It usually has benzoyl peroxide in there, and a lot of people are allergic to it, and it creates this like really, really dry skin. So this is perfect for anybody who has that skin type, and it'll help alleviate any of that irritation, allow your skin to breathe. So Chris, you applied that on your skin, and then what did you do? You wet a little pad?
I have just a cotton pad, and I'm just rubbing it off. I usually naturally go rough, and you're not supposed to. You're supposed to really just, you don't want to
gently cross the skin. So this way, because we tend to, especially for certain people, we're so rough on our skin, and what happens is we take all the natural oils out, and we don't want to do that. So you want to be gentle when you're cleansing, and usually you're supposed to cleanse twice in order to get the first layer of dirt off and makeup and all the stuff that we're wearing on a daily basis, and then you cleanse again to get the remainder of the stuff. And a lot of my clients mix our brands, because there might be some people that the feeling of all of our cleansers are amazing, but what I'll usually do is have them cleanse with 2 different cleansers depending on what they're trying to accomplish. I know that some of my more mature clients like to use Lumiere and cellular as a mix. So don't feel like you can't mix and match. I know I have one in the shower, Lumiere on my bathroom.
Maria, thanks for bringing that up, because I usually jump in the shower, and that's where I take my makeup off. So I'm much more lighter on the skin. But if someone is not jumping in the shower,
I will recommend our Lumiere de Vie cognac sponges. I'm a huge fan. Every single one of I will say that I recommend that to everyone, especially for those of you who are wearing the lashes, because proper lash cleansing, you know, which you can use our Lumiere de Vie as well, not directly, but to wash your face. But the cognac sponge, I don't know if you have one, Chris, handy.
Don't have any
I'm
on
not in
me.
my studio,
I
but
give them away when they get a skin
there,
treatment and I have to reorder.
you definitely, it's powerful. It exfoliates. It allows you to just use it as a scrub around your eye area. You don't have to get it onto your lashes. It protects your lashes, but it also exfoliates the skin without really rubbing and getting in there. So it's definitely a great tool. And don't forget to, you know, use that as well on your neck and your décolleté, because this is, you know, all here we want it to age too. You know, we don't want that to age either. Sometimes we take such focus on our face, and then you look at the neck and the chest and you're like, ew. Especially here in Florida, you know, the first, this here, you can tell the decrepitness from here. People can be like, ooh, so nice. But use your skincare wash for your face and your décolleté, and be able to add in that the wonderful properties and ingredients all over the place, not just in your face.
Awesome. And Maria, I use our micellar eye makeup remover. So if you want to just say a couple tidbits, and I was wondering, I wanted to ask you, is because it's a waterless cleanser, there's no oils in it. Or can we use it with lash extensions?
Absolutely. This is another thing. Look, a lot of people, and I talk to a lot of people. So, you know, we're tired. At the end of the day, how many people do you know that might sleep with their makeup on? But to take a little dab, even if you have it on your bedside, just to wipe yourself off, to get that clean face, you know, just to be able to let your skin breathe. It's a wonderful product that also has a lot of skin conditioning ingredients in there. It has no alcohols or harsh chemicals, so you're really nurturing your skin, and it definitely leaves a glowing, hydrated finish. Again, you can use this as your second, you know, your second layer of, you know, get the rest of the stuff off. But because of it has these great glycerides in there, which is hydration, and these conditioning emulsion properties, that it just makes the skin retain its water in the skin. So it's very nourishing. And again, it has that allantoin, which is the anti-irritant properties. So again, you can feel safe that, you know, a lot of people, almost everybody says this, whether they have rough, dry, and, you know, rough, tough skin. I have sensitive skin. Not really. But why not have the best products for your skin so you're not afraid of using them? So it's a beautiful product. I absolutely love it. And I definitely recommend that as well. So Chris, you wash your face with the facial cleanser, and then you use the macular one to do your second cleanse, right?
Yeah. Well, I do that for my eyes. I love the Lumiere de Vie cleanser. It's like milky. It's a milky kind of feeling to it. So I like, and I had a lot of makeup on, so I wanted to make sure that I did 2 passes. And I can't believe I'm showing the world what my skin looks like.
You're so beautiful. Now stop it. I will tell you that when you are using the cognac sponge, that's going to be your first wash if you're cleansing and cleansing, right? So I learned in school, and so did Chris, you cleanse, right? So the first time you're going to cleanse, you're going to want to use your cognac sponge, and it's made from the root of the cognac plant. So it's gently exfoliates the skin for a more balanced and rejuvenated complexion. So here's the thing, you know, we can buy the like Rolls Royce of any kind of anything out there, the miracle whatever, and then put it on our dry skin, and guess what? It's not going in there. So exfoliating is very, very important, not crazy exfoliating. Okay. So that's why I love this sponge, because it has certain properties that helps you exfoliate. So that would be your first step. And then you could use the same cleanser, or you can use a different cleanser, whatever you feel, whatever, you know, makes you feel good. But both of those are amazing. You feel so refreshed. You look so refreshed. Now, what are you mixing up there?
Okay. So I
So
like
professional.
I like putting my mask on with a brush, okay? But the average person at home is using their fingertips. It's just gonna get a little messy here while we're doing a lot.
Our Lumiere de Vie.
So this is our Lumiere de Vie Volcanic mask. We're also exfoliator. So 2 to 3 times a week, you want to make sure that you're exfoliating your skin. It's really important to remember not to exfoliate every day, because you'll over exfoliate, and that's when you're really going to get all the natural oils depleted from your skin. So Maria's going to tell you a couple tips and tricks about and ingredients about our
Again, so if
Now,
you're using the sponge and the
yeah.
Lumiere DV face wash, you're gently getting off all that gook and grime. And believe it or not, these days that we've been quarantined, I have been sneaking out every day, doing about 10 miles on my bike. I'm so proud of myself. Um, I missed out today, so I'm like guilty, but it's okay. Just to get some fresh air. And I come back, I'm washing my face, and I'm using the light sponge, and I can see that there is dirt there from the wind, so you think that I didn't do anything. I went outside, but there is grime and dirt in your skin that sits in the skin pores. So that will help that. But now what Christina is doing is a treatment. So the mask is, again, 2 to 3 times a week, depending on what you're looking to accomplish. Think of this like it's like a sandpaper basically, but it has all these beautiful exfoliants in there, and it actually helps if you use it on a daily, or I'm sorry, a weekly basis, right? 2 to 3 times a week. It's like you're sanding down slowly the fine lines and wrinkles and the large pores and all those imperfections that we have. But again, everything works well in consistency. You can't just use it once and be like, I'm not sure it did anything for me. You got to be consistent with your products, and you have to use them at least 90 days religiously, the way it's supposed to be used, in order to find that, those results that you're looking for. Has some great peptides in there. I love that. Again, it has allantoin in there, sweet almond, olive fruit oil, beta glucan, which hydrates the skin, sodium PCA, which is huge in actually moisturizing the skin. And it has been shown to hydrate the skin more effectively than any other traditional compounds. It has great peptides in there. We want that for cell renewal. And then it has peptide perfection, peptide 3, which is awesome. Appearance for fine lines and wrinkles. Again, for that smoother, more consistent, even toned skin. This is a great product to use if you have skin pigmentation issues, right, Chris? At least 2 to 3 times a week. This will actually, get rid of that as time goes by. It's not an overnight fix. And you, of course, have to be wearing sunscreen on a daily basis for those high pigmentation issues.
Always sunscreen is just so huge. So huge.
So huge. I wish that I understood it when I was younger. But you can accomplish, our skincare is so powerful. And, I had some crazy pigmentation here after the summer and on my cheeks and on my lip here. And I was able to accomplish, I only have our Motives powder on, and I was able to accomplish getting rid of that. But I am religious now with sunscreen. I wear our custom blend, which has more sunscreen in there. I make sure that I, wear products that, I'm 100% our products. That's all I use. I have nothing else. I've tried everything. Trust me. I have stuff, but I always go back to ours because it just doesn't compare. It just doesn't compare.
Now, Maria, I know I have a lot of clients on and they're saying, wait a minute, Christina, why are you putting on a mask on now? I thought this, relax. I know this is not really a mask. It's an exfoliator as well. So you can use it as a mask, but you could also use it as an exfoliator. Now, if you're looking at me and saying, well, I don't have all this time to sit and do this whole skincare routine. Well, let me tell you what I do. I'm cleansing my face in the shower. And then I put on the Lumiere DV exfoliator / mask. And then while I'm doing everything else that I need to do, like shave the body, I'm Greek, there's a lot going on. So once I finish shaving and taking care of the body, there goes the 10 minutes. So then I would rinse off the exfoliator in the shower and then complete the steps after. So I didn't want everyone to be alarmed and be like, this girl has way too much time on her hands. I don't have time to do all of these skincare steps. And honestly, it goes quickly. We're taking our time here, but it goes quickly. So don't get overwhelmed.
Absolutely. And, you can do the mask anytime, as long as you could throw it on. I mean, I know sometimes before I cook dinner, you just want to refresh yourself really quick and put your pajamas on or whatever. I mean, you don't have to do, you know, just as long as you wash your face really quick, throw on the mask, and I'll be honest, I've slept with it. I have, and you know, it's not going to hurt you at all. The solution for this mask, this is where the miracle happens, is when you're removing it, right, Chris? Because it's going to get nice and hard, and then you're going to, in circular motions, you're going to start to exfoliate the skin, and again, gently. There's nothing really rough about good skin. Like, you just don't have to do it rough. You don't have to, you know, wash roughly. No, a lot of us think that we got to get all that oil out, and you know, gentle and cleansing it nice. When we go to for facials, right, our facialists are just so cleansing and nice, right? So Chris is going to dry her facial there, or her mask, right? It's going to get all nice and crusty. I don't know if we have that much time.
But it feels like really cooling. So the mint
smell is amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing. I love it. But the cooling sensation is helping with the inflammation. So it's also helping calm the skin as well as get rid of all the dead skin cells.
Absolutely.
It's
prepping your skin for the next step.
Oh my gosh, Maria, do you remember when our moms used to use the St. Ives scrub?
Oh gosh.
And that's what I was using because I had no idea. My mom's older than me. She knows what she's doing. I'll never forget, we were in the Poconos, and I used to love to go to the Poconos to wash my face because I wanted to, like, an exfoliator. And that was the only time I was able to get my hands on that St. Ives.
My mom used deodorant soap on her face. Okay, there was no St. Ives in my bathroom.
It's okay, because I'm sure there's so many people on that are like, oh my gosh, I use that. It's called an exfoliator, the Neutrogena Exfoliator as well. My other half bought it when he was at the drugstore and came home with it. This was a couple years ago. He never did that again. And he didn't realize it was for the body. I'm like, what are you doing? So it's really important to know that an exfoliator is not always for the face and the body. If it's for the body, it's definitely not for the face, because it's definitely has higher molecules, larger molecules in there. So you'll definitely be doing yourself a disservice.
So now going back to the exfoliation, and wait, Christina, what are you doing? Why are you doing a mask now? Again, it's not the mask that most people are used to at the end of their facial before the moisturizer, so to speak, because we do have our Lumiere Moisture Intense Sheet Mask, and that would be great to put on after your exfoliating mask. What happens, you just exfoliate all that dead skin, you've already cleaned all the dirt out. Now you get this amazing Lumiere de Moisture Intense Sheet Mask, put it on, throw yourself underneath the red light. And, I brought my red light home from the studio, and I sleep under it every day. I'm like, I might as well take advantage of it. I love that thing. And there's plenty of stuff out there that you can do. And with the red light, it just makes all those beautiful ingredients that are in that sheet mask just absorb so nicely into the skin.
Yeah. And Kathy here, she's like, this mask does wonders to the skin, especially for mature skin. It brightens and soothes the skin texture. I'm loving the results in my skin. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A lot of people have great results. We had our Lumiere TV line.
Catherine is on. Catherine Ortez. She loves our exfoliation mask. We use it all the time in the studio.
Oh, you know her?
You know Catherine, our Catherine.
Oh, our Catherine. Hi, Catherine.
Actually, my daughter is on too. My little one, my 13-year-old. She loves everything too. She's always in my stuff.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. So a few more minutes, and then I'm going to actually grab a hot towel to remove it. But once again, I'm not in front of a sink. You would remove it in the shower or in the over your sink, and then we go into step 2, which is toning and normalizing the skin. I'm sorry, Maria, what were you going to say?
No, that's okay. I was just going to, since you have a couple more minutes and we're not going to put the Lumiere de sheet mask on, I was just going to talk a little bit about some of the ingredients that are in there, like hyaluronic acid. Yay. That's a little bit, that's our potent anti-aging ingredient. And of course the glycerin and aloe vera. So calming, soothing, but yet a nice powerful punch for anti-aging. And again, I would always, either leave it. It's so refreshing and cool. If you want, like in the summer, I'm probably going to do more in the refrigerator, nice cold mask. But you know, Chris, you're going to use that a nice warm towel. At the end of this mask, I sometimes put a nice warm towel over the mask just to let everybody, you know, calm. So, you know, I know everybody says that we don't have time, but guess what? Today's world, in the next couple of weeks, we all have time. We really need to take advantage of that time, you know, and I mean, use it to better mind, body, and soul, right? We need to give that time so we're stronger and more healthier and prettier when we're out of quarantine. We get to go out and just be like, yeah.
Really, I have to squeeze this in and talk about it just because I love it.
Oh
I have a
God.
that's it as well. It's our Fortify. So usually if I'm doing an exfoliator that takes about 10 to 15 minutes or a mask, I like to put either a lip mask, or we have a lip scrub and then we have a lip mask. Also, I really love this product called Fortify. It helps fill in the fine lines and wrinkles. It helps plump up your lips. So as you feeling the exfoliator and mask get really tight and hard, it's kind of nice to have like a little moisture going on in the lips, because we have to take
every night I use that. It actually stimulates the collagen that you had and that you have there, and it actually fills it up and plumps it up. It's not a plumper. It actually is a therapy that actually fixes the fine lines on your lips. Again, you have to be consistent with it. And I just, you know, I got quarantined, so I tattooed my lips. This is our color, but very light color, and they get all grimy and crusty and stuff. And I use 40FY for therapy after tattooing, because it has so many amazing ingredients in there that, you know, it's natural enough to put on these, you know, open wound kind of things, you know, and it heals faster. And I don't know, I've been using it for years. God, how long we have that product? I use it every night, like seriously, like it's under my pillow. I have this little thingy and I have my lip stuff because I'm nuts like that. Yep, that's my routine.
Friends, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have the products. No, you don't need the products. We just want you to learn. If you do have a cleanser, a toner, an exfoliator, just bring them along and use what you're using. So please, we're just using what we use, but we want you to use what you're using and learn about the different steps and ingredients of what we do. Okay, I think it's time to get the hot towel.
So for those of you who don't have a steamer at home for your hot towels, you can wet your towel and put in the microwave, but please be careful. I would wear your, you know, gloves or something to take it out, because sometimes we misgauge it and you can burn yourself. But I will tell you, if you're stressed out and the kids and now homeschooling and all this craziness, you just want to like chill, take a nice towel, put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And there you go. Throw it on your face, and it just does so much for just a couple of minutes. It's not even that big of a deal. So Chris, you're now getting it all nice and moisturized again, and now you're just gonna gently exfoliate.
Up circular motion with any exfoliator you're using, and you always want to like focus on going up instead of going down.
And also, if you're not using a towel, and sometimes I'm at the sink, you just have to wet the mask and get it all wet again, and then kind of rub it in just like as if you would a cleanser. And you'll see it like kind of not foam up, but it's like a creamy kind of consistency. And you'll feel all the little beads in there start to disintegrate, and you just rinse it off and bam, you're good to go.
So we cleanse our skin twice, and then we use an exfoliator. We're going to use that 2 to 3 times a week. And now we're going to head over to our toning. Why is it important to tone? A lot of people don't realize you must tone, because I always thought that when I was young and I would go to the counters, they would try to sell me a second step. I was never educated. I was never told that when you wash your face with water, water has a pH of a 7. And in order for your skin to be balanced and for your moisturizer to penetrate through and your serums to penetrate through, your skin has to be at a pH of more acidity of 5.6. Well, the only way to do that, my friends, is by using a toner to normalize. Once again, I'm using Lumiere de Vie. Lumiere de Vie is a French word that means skin brightener. Oh, love it.
So nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's so nice. I think I might have put a little too much because I was getting really excited, but really don't need that much.
I use way more than that. I mean, I just like literally, because when, even when you get in out of the shower, it's really quick step and you just kind of, I put it all over. I missed it. I mean, come on. Our bodies are the largest organ. We need to take care of it. And, the older we get, it's funny. You look down, you're like, oh my God, why didn't I mask my knees? Holy cow, what's going on here? So we have to take care of not just the face, but the toner is really cool because it comes in a spray and you can get the décolleté all done. It's all good.
So this is going to help with hydration. It's going to help tone your skin. It's going to get it balanced. Now, anything I put on my skin, I know it's going to be able to penetrate. So you're really wasting your product if you're not using a toner to balance your skin. So
Right.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to do special case. Did you want to add anything else, Maria?
I was just ready to crack up laughing because somebody said that they used to use sea breeze as a toner. Remember that? It almost smelled like mouthwash.
That too.
That was down the shore. That's what we used down the shore.
St. Ives and then sea breeze down the shore. I can't.
Now you're using the Lumiere de Vie toner, but we also we have the couple other ones, but then we have the Rose Refresher, which also is a nice refresher.
Yeah. And that I like using during the day.
Me too.
I'm more dry prone, so I like using our Rose Refresher during the day because it could go right over makeup.
What are you doing now? Did you do something? I missed it. What are you doing? What are you putting on?
Okay, so I'm on fading fluid now.
Wait, can you wait?
I'm staring at my hyper.
There's more allantoin, which is a skin irritant property. So for those of you who are skin specialists and you have people that are in need they have acne prone skin, inflamed skin, this is a perfect toner for them because again, it has the anti-irritant properties in there and a lot of alpha hydroxy acids and just a wonderful effective it's just a great toner for all around. Now, Chris, you jumped ahead and you're doing the
Oh, Maria, I had to do something for this hyperpigmentation. I'm sorry, girlfriend. You could talk all you want. I had the fading fluid. So now we're going to basically treat this.
You have the serum too, because I'd like to go into that myself. I'm getting all jealous now because you're getting all this treatment. I haven't have to do this after now. So the illuminating fluid, very potent, excellent for dark spots. And you definitely didn't, keep up with your sunscreen the last visit here in Florida. I looked at you under the light. We're gonna do some work on that. It's like the painter that doesn't paint the house, There you go. So we have some great stuff in there like vitamin C and zinc, PCA that reduces the appearance of dark age spots and dark spots and age spots. It promotes even skin by reducing the appearance of that dark spot for that radiant glow. We have a couple other great ingredients like German chamomile plant, which is it's an oil that's made from there, and it also helps condition the skin. And again, that allantoin is an anti-irritant. So again, this is also good for sensitive skin, which is fantastic. Most people do have it. So Chris, you applied that with your fingers all around your skin.
Guide that's in everybody's packet. With using a Jade roller.
Perfect.
That help with inflammation, help with the healing process, but also help push in the product to go in deeper into the epidermis.
Now, why? Because when we use our fingers, right, it gets into our fingers. It's not applying it properly, right? And you're also doing lymphatic drainage, which is one of my favorite things to do. I suggest everybody read up on it. You can do lymphatic drainage yourself, especially today because everybody is stressed, subconsciously stressed, overloaded stress, and that really does help relax you. So Christina's doing some drainage right now on the lymph nodes down here. Perfect. Now I know you get
I felt in 4 weeks after tonight. I'll tell you this much.
Let me ask you, you're going to use a serum concentrate because that's my favorite.
That's my favorite.
My love. It helps reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles. I'm religious with this product. I love the way it smells. It's excellent for smoother and softer skin. It also has this nanotechnology that optimizes the skin absorption. So it now, after what Christina has done, all of these great steps, it really prepares the skin to what? To really grab that, those ingredients, and that's what the potency behind this is. If you just slap it on dry skin, or slap it on just, white, you just wash your face with just regular soap, it's not going to work the way it would work if you did, at least once a week. You can do it. You deserve it. If anything, you deserve that.
Honestly, you could sit down and watch Netflix and do this. I mean,
exactly.
So amazing.
We have algae extract, and of course, don't forget to bring it down to your neck and then on your décolleté. I'm so conscious of that, because that's where you can really tell your age. So we have some great ingredients in there, that skin barrier function to keep the skin hydrated. So it holds your own hydration in there. It also helps the skin feel firmer and smoother. It also has a multifunctional anti-aging ingredient that promotes healthy collagen and elastin. And that's really important for so many people, because, anti-aging, come on, we have to start young, right? Also, there's another function that does, it helps with the normal skin barrier function to keep it hydrated, soothe the skin, promote healthy skin, but also normal sebum production. Normal sebum production. That's for you oily skin people, because all my oily skin people come in and they're using alcohol products to take off their stuff. They're creating this dry skin, and then they have these massive, big pimples and boils and cystic acne. That's why this is a great serum for mature clients who want to have that anti-aging, but yet give that hydration and that multifunctional ingredient. Yeah,
Kathy on top of things tonight, girl.
She's awesome. She is a product of the product. That's for sure. So
I know everybody loves the roller. I mean, and it's cooling. It was at room temperature. You could put it in the fridge.
Well, we have the freezer one too.
In the freezer. Exactly. So the freezer roller, we could do the freezer roller, and I'd use that on my whole body, the bigger one. So, okay. So let's just recap. We cleansed twice. We did an exfoliator that we'll use 2 to 3 times a week. After that, we toned the skin to neutralize bring down the pH to make it more acidic, of a 5.6. That will allow all the ingredients to now penetrate and do their job into the skin.
Before you go, can we add on one more product? Because I really love it. And, it's something, the needle-free serum. I mean, today, where are we going to go? It's like Juvederm in a pump. So, since we're all going to be delayed on our appointments, I'm assuming, it would be nice to add a little needle-free serum. It has it helps the skin.
Why not? Why not? Let's get this. I've been a bit more consistent with
tightening, tightening, firming. I mean, these are these buzzwords that, just get me so excited, right? Hydrates the skin, but yet it has these 2 amazing products in there, or ingredients rather, that are a combination of amino acids and copper, and it actually, these components together help make the skin become firmer, help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. The other thing is that it is a film foaming polymers and red algae extract, which this blend is optimized to give a rapid and noticeable tightening effect. Come on, I swear, I want it in a pump.
Yeah, the clinical studies on our Lumiere DV line,
it's amazing,
especially on the needle-free serum, is amazing. I mean, we have a whole educational PowerPoint if anybody needs to learn more about the ingredients, especially with the needle-free. Incredible. But if you're wondering, okay, I don't know the order, the list, you have it in your packet. Everything is given to you. So, if you had all the serums, in which order you would apply the products.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah. So then we did the fading fluid, which is for hyperpigmentation, reducing all these spots and dark spots and also redness. And I forgot to say, I have so many clients that have rosacea, and they're using the fading fluid to help with the rosacea. So it's not just for hyperpigmentation, it's also if you have rosacea. huge antioxidants properties in there to help with that. And then the serum concentrate, once again, that's focusing on the rebuilding of elasticity and collagen. So now we are ready to do some eye balm, another favorite product of mine. And it's definitely because of this little wand here. So let me take a little out, and you only need a little bit of this eye balm, right, Maria? You really don't need a lot.
It really does go a long way, but you know me, I'm just as far as it could go. You know, I'm a little, I overkill sometimes, but you know, don't want to waste it.
Now the wand is really important because we don't realize that because it's so delicate under the eye. Okay, maybe we rub the eye, but we're not breaking up, you know, getting circulation going under the eye. So this is really important to do. And it makes it a lot easier to put on your eye balm. And Maria, I don't know about you, but I put it on my upper lid too, because Maria brought to my attention last time I was in Florida that my eyelids need a little help. So since then, I've been applying our eye balm now above the lid too to help firm it up.
Yeah, and hydration, right? We're looking to hydrate. For those of you who are doing lash extensions, you want to use the wand because you just don't want it to drip down and get onto your eyelash extensions. So definitely it's a great tool to protect your extensions. But yes, we always forget this part. And you know, this part is just the same as any other part, right? We have to hydrate it. And how many times you put that, you know, eye shadow on, you're like, why are my eyes so dry? You know, because we're not properly hydrating them. So this is a perfect product for that. Let's see.
Good point.
Fine.
All right. So there you go. It activates the essential lipids, creating the moisture, dark spots, hyperpigmentation. It's amazing. Do you feel like you just woke up one day and you don't know what happened? You don't know where all the
after your facial tonight, it definitely helps. This product definitely helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It also is light diffusing pigments that promote the flawless finish. So we want to definitely make sure that it's great for dark circles. It definitely has botanicals in there for that. So what are you going to do next, Chris?
Well, while my eye cream is soaking in, I did shave. Yes, I do shave the arms, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do. It's a good thing. But I didn't put moisturizer on because I ran to the studio. Maria was like, why are you going to the studio to do the live? I'm like, are you kidding me? Anything to get out of the house. I mean, I even put on my scrubs so I could feel like I'm coming to see clients. I had to.
It does get a little crazy, monotony, you know, but I don't think
just being quarantined. She is just.
I'm so excited to be here in my little space. But I'm not. You know, we've been doing so many lives and so many, you know, Zooms that I mean, I've been with friends and business partners, and I met some new people and new friends. So it's like, wow, I've never been so social, except because I'm constantly on someone's face, right? So Chris, what are you using to lube yourself up there? Are you using
the intensive hand and body cream?
Love it.
So the ingredients fall in the same category. You know, it's so important, guys. The age spots, the liver spots, discoloration on the hands. We have to protect our hands as well. You know, it's a little more pricey than your regular drugstore cream, but you're getting your really high-end ingredients in there that are going to actually take.
It's way better than any of that kind of cream with coconut, shea butter, coconut oil, sunflower seed oil. I mean, there's some great properties in that cream, and it is awesome. And again, she has her little thing. I'm like, did you even rub any on your chest here? You know,
no, I didn't go into it because I don't want to take too much time up for our audience, but I could definitely do some rejuvenation moisturizer on there. And we also have a neck cream, so
for sure. So now you are doing our rejuvenation.
Yes.
Awesome.
Friends, this is another time where I really enjoy focusing on facial massaging, and I'm gonna do a video specifically on that one of these days. But it's really important to get in there I mean, who wouldn't want to do this? Okay, it takes a couple more minutes, but really get into those pressure points and make your tension with all that's going on in the world diminish. Ah,
So in this product, which is very powerful, matrixyl in there, which is one of my favorite, and it's a cutting edge peptide that promotes normal production of 6 major components in the skin's matrix and epidermal junction and hyaluronic acid. It helps ensure optimal support and hydration. And I just had to read that to you because when you have products that have peptides in there, that is really powerful stuff, and especially the matrixyl peptides. Those are rejuvenating. They really go down deep into the cellular level of repairing the skin. There's some other ingredients that are helping promote collagen and elastin of the skin from oxidative stress, and of course, not only from the outside, but what stress you have inside will aid you on the outside. So like just chill, cannabiquin, anti-stress formula, Axe, just to name a few. You need to just take care of you. This is very important in today's world. So this is awesome. To top it off, again, don't forget your neck and your décolleté.
you know why she keeps saying that too? Because there was another thing she pointed out when I was. I mean,
My lovely cousin loves the sun. She doesn't stay here long enough so I can exfoliate her.
oh gosh, but look, it's it is time consuming, but we definitely have to make that time. So look, to do a whole lesson, it took us less than an hour. Obviously, this will take you 10 minutes if you're not exfoliating, not even. If you are exfoliating, it'll take you tops 15-20. So it's really important to take care of yourself and take a look at the products that you're using at home. Do any ingredients that we talked about, do any of your products have that in there? It's so important to really know what you're putting on your skin. We definitely stand behind our line, as we said before, because we are a product broker. That is one way how we could say we have the what is it? The cream of the Maria. What is it? The cream of, that we have the best of the best.
Yeah.
So because of our product brokers.
Is that what you want to know? I just want to emphasize these two, and there are other.
Creme de la creme. Yes, of course, my sister from another mother. Yes, creme de la creme. Of course. See, we're all here to help each other these days.
You guys right here, Inner Beauty first, and this is again our aloe juice, super antibacterial, antifungal, excellent for hair, nails, and skin. And then you have our beautiful beauty blend, OPC3 beauty blend, that you can make your amazing cocktails with. And then don't forget the Timeless Prescription Oxygen Extreme, which is a powerful antioxidant, excellent for the hair, nails, and skin, which has the hyaluronic acid in there, has vitamin A, 10,000 IUs, which is your max of your daily dosage. It also helps a lot of other things like immune function. It is huge today. I think that from here on in, immunity is key to prevention from lots of things, right? So those are some of the top products that I recommend. Make sure you start from the inside and then out. Chris, I would love to do an add-on.
Another add-on? Okay.
I don't know if you have it.
We have about 4 minutes to chat.
What
do you
about
want to add?
Pentaxel?
Okay.
Just, I mean, are we out of time? Oh, of course.
We have a couple more minutes.
Right. So if you
Maria,
can add on, what?
Tell them that how to be the model for Pentaxel when they first brought it out 20 something years ago.
Yeah, I was ginormous. They thought that I had triplets. I only had one. I gave birth to toddlers. They were like 9 and 10 pounds, but that's okay. And I definitely had stretch marks. And they were like, that was one of the studies that I had to use this product for stretch marks. And it was like 3 times a day, just like it says on the bottle. And then, but I used other products on the market as well first. And, I have to tell you that nothing does. And I still today, I use this. It's one of my top sellers. Pentaxel is amazing. It has healing properties in there. It has hydrating properties in there. It has anti-aging. It has brighteners. It has so many peptides in there. Actually, there is a webinar out there that I did during the summer months. I don't remember when, and I went into detail about that, but the Matrixyl again is in there, and that is for the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. This is excellent for stretch marks. It also has another peptide in there that is a unique blend of 3 amino acids, which is reducing again wrinkles and around the eyes, around the forehead. It has another peptide in there that is for firming the skin, smoothing the skin, and giving it the luminescence. But it also has skin brightening in there. So if you have pigmentation issues, this is also another add-on to what we just did tonight. And don't jip your body. I use this everywhere. When I'm telling you everywhere, I use it on my face, my décolleté, my arms, especially around the elbows because it gets all crepey and gross. I use it on my body, all the way down, even on my feet. And I'm going to tell you, just a little tiny dollop for your feet, and they're like refreshed, like you just went to the nail salon. So it is. How are you adding your? I usually top my Pentaxel at the end. So if I did Christina's routine, I would, even though I would use a little bit less, I would just use it on the problem areas, you know, and then on the neck a lot, lube myself up, and then all the way down. I use sometimes I'll use it out of the shower. And I'll mix it sometimes with our cellular body balm as well. And that's what I love about our products. Like we can kind of mix all of our lines together. But this is a therapy treatment. It is a hydration. And if I have one of those clients that are like, listen, I'm washing my face, and if you make me put a moisturizer on, all right, fine. This is the one I'm going to give them because they're just a very quick fix. This is powerful stuff, like powerful stuff. My stretch marks are diminished. I don't even see them, and they were raised in purple. There are people with scarring. I mean, this stuff is potent. But and even my mom had radiation, and they radiated her face here, and it was like so pigmented, like 10 times the color of her skin. And today it's flushed perfectly beautiful, and she's she's been using it for years. So
yeah. So the roller you could use with any of the products. It just helps penetrate it deeper. But I did want to say that in the evening, I finished off with Lumiere, our Lumiere de Vie Elixir. And this really helps push in all the products into the skin. Sometimes people put it on before their moisturizer. I like to put it on at the end. I just feel like it's like a nice ending to my skincare routine. And I feel like it helps push the product further in and helps like trap it in while I'm sleeping. Maria, right? When you wake up, your skin feels like more plump in the morning.
It does. It feels illuminated, and it's awesome. Actually, if you on top, you put a little bit on your sponge when you're doing your makeup, and some even powder or liquid, and you just kind of like pat it all around just to liven it up a little bit. But just remember, when you put water and then oil, the oil rises to the top, so it kind of just holds everything in there. So it is definitely a good topper, I think.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to definitely get back to any other questions and answers that we did not cover. But I want to thank you all. Maria, thank you for partnering with me tonight.
Dr. Terry, I'm telling you, I know I could have been on here for hours, honestly. I know there's way more that I use. I love our OPC triple serum. Sorry, Chris, to cut you off.
No, it's okay. So is the mask okay for teens with acne? Yeah, absolutely. It is great for any skin type.
Not active acne. Be careful, because if it's active and it's like raw, when you
it depends on what scale it is, on the Fitzpatrick scale. So you would have to definitely just like send us a picture, and we could just give you what our advice would be of whether you should or shouldn't be using it. In that case, Maria, like, wouldn't you say like you would recommend our Skintelligence to help with like really bad acne, like if there's like a 4 or 5?
If there's really bad acne, it's internal. And what I would recommend is fish oils. Okay. You need to have your body stop producing that sebum, good exfoliation, but not rough exfoliation. Definitely use the Lumiere de Vie cognac sponges, so you can gently exfoliate without breaking the skin. And then your timeless prescription vitamin, the Oxygen Extreme, because it has vitamin A in there, it usually will stop it, and and the probiotics 10. So if you use the fish oils, probiotics 10, and your Oxygen Extreme. That's, you know, of course, the aloe juice is a staple product that everybody should be using. With those 4 products, that's my recommendation for any of my acne prone skin, especially cystic acne, because that's what helped me. I had Lyme disease, and the medications that I was on, my gosh, do you remember, Chris? I had divots in my face. I had these mountains on my face. Honestly, I was, at one point, one of my friends says, "Gosh, I feel so sorry for you." I was like, ah, you know, it was that bad. But when I got onto that routine and cleaned my gut, Dr. Terry, you can agree with that. You know, once you clean the gut and you keep your immune system, you know, your immune system can fight that. And good exfoliation, cleansing always. Clean your pillowcase. I usually put a towel on my pillowcase, and I change that out almost every day because, you know, drooling, who knows what's going on when you're going to sleep.
And also, Maria, you know, you just brought something else up, and I know we're going over time here, but a lot of children, like teenagers, our 3-step timeless prescription acne kit is amazing. But you also have to know that, you know, you can't just like keep eating McDonald's and keep eating your chips and your fried food and all the cereals in the morning, you know. So it's really, this is where we then go into educating them on the gut health and the foods that they're eating are affecting. So it's not like it's going to be a miracle cleanser, toner, and moisturizer going on to take care of it.
You know, sugar is a real big culprit of all of that. And even myself, where I pretty much am low glycemic, I do have issues with that. And I gotten a sensitivity test for that. So we have to cut out sugar. And most people say, well, I don't eat sweets. Well, you know what? I mean, rice is sugar, you know, a carb is sugar. Like, I mean, it's not easy, trust me, to do it. But if you want to clean it, it's a complete cleanse. And that, you know, that we could do our 7-day detox where you're eating fresh vegetables and you're, you know, you're eating lean meats, you know, and, you know, good clean food for 7 days, and you'll be surprised on what you can, you know, what your skin looks like after that. So again, somebody said, what is for cystic acne? The aloe juice, the fish oils, and the timeless prescription Oxygen Extreme is fantastic. And of course, probiotics, right? Healthy gut, that's the biggest thing.
And our Monica is on, and she asked, can we talk about the difference between the Jade roller and the ice roller? So the Jade roller, go ahead, Maria, you can give it a shot.
Go ahead. You love the roller. I have the pink one. And, you know, if you're into crystals and stones, it brings love and it brings lots of good energy. And I believe the other green one, I don't remember what the green one was.
But no. She means like the ice roller, the big pink one. I have it. Cabinet. So that's more for, it's just ice and it's for inflammation. So if you have someone who is really inflamed and has a lot of rosacea and whatnot, you can use the ice roller. I like just using the rose quartz on my clients because it's kind of doing both. It's still cold and it's also using the rose quartz to help. It has more healing properties in it.
Well, I will tell you, with the ice roller, it is a little softer. Now, don't put it in the freezer and freeze it till it's like this hard rock, right? Yeah. You want to just kind of freeze it for just enough time that it's nice and cold, and it holds the coldness more than the roller of the other one. Yeah. And it kind of just, it's a larger piece to be able to release any of that, you know, pressure and that fluid in the skin, the inflammation.
I honestly use it for my legs. Yeah, I use it for my legs and my hips. When that's always inflamed. So why not the pH normalizer instead? We were just going with the Lumiere DV line to keep it easier and consistent, especially for a lot of people that are also like us. If you're looking for a line to bring into your place, you could keep a nice consistent line. But yes, pH normalizer or any toner from any of the different skincare lines that we have, or any lines that you're using, yes.
How about where would you put the vitamin C brightening serum in which step?
Okay, so our brightening serum just came out, and I don't want to give the field the wrong information. I don't see it in our thing yet, Maria, but go ahead and I'll tell you what I do.
I would normally cleanse. Christina did the mask, and then when she applied her other serums, right, she could apply the vitamin C serum. that is pretty much like I would say for the nighttime routine, because the serum is a little bit of a, there's an oil texture to it. So you want to put a serum on when before your creamy creams. So I would put them when you would put your normal, elixirs on. Okay, that's when I would put it. And you know what I love to do
That's
too? Because I love the C serum, and I also love the anti-aging serum that we used. I will squirt it together and mix it up, and it kind of holds it, because when you drop the dropper, kind of like, ooh, it's all over. You're like, ugh.
well, also, it's about viscosity. So it's used as a treatment. So it's very thin and it's light in color. So it's much thinner than the fading fluid. So I personally would probably put that on, and then the fading fluid, and then the serum concentrate. Now, if everybody's using all these steps, okay, great, do it in that order or the order that you prefer. However, sometimes I'm actually switching out right now between fading fluid and the C serum, just to kind of introduce the C serum into my skin. But I only do C serum at night.
Yeah, I only use it at night as well. And be careful, you guys, because of the C serum, you do want to wear sunscreen every day, even if you're just, inside an office or whatever, you are going outside. Even in the winter, you're definitely getting that, the bad rays. So you want to wear your SPF.
All right, cuz I think we've covered everything for the field. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please feel free to reach out to us.
Absolutely.
If you have any other specific questions. One last question is, should we mix the toner with a mask, with the exfoliator? Well, if you're using it when it's fresh, it doesn't get hard and it's very easy to use. A lot of times what's happening, just like with our health and wellness products, people are not using it when they're supposed to be using it. You're supposed to take your supplements every day. You're supposed to use an exfoliator 2 to 3 times a week. But if it's really hard and you need to mix it with something, I don't see why you couldn't use a toner to mix it up. But it's really important to stay consistent with the skincare so it doesn't get to that point, because it's
Christina, not my Christina, another Christina is asking about, when you put too many products, you tend to get those eraser residue, those little balls on the skin. Is that what you're talking about? Well, then, you're using too much probably. What I would do is, if you're a product of the product and you like to use all of these things, you need to do one in the morning, a couple in the morning, a couple in the evening. I would use more of the oilier ones in the evening, and then the other ones during the day. When you put too much on, it's just going to kind of float up to the top. You're not going to get the real benefits. So pick your perfect ones that you love, finish them. And if you want to add other ones and just switch them out a little bit, it does help do that. Nothing, you want to switch it out a little bit every now and then, right? Wouldn't you say? So this way you kind of get a new feel, there's no harm in that whatsoever.
Nope, absolutely not. And once again, you would use the brightening serum, and then you would use your C serum concentrate, okay, because of viscosity. Anytime I'm using
the thinner,
thinnest,
yep,
lightest in color, to the thickest and darkest in color.
Perfect.
All right. Cheers, guys. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Maria, thanks again. One more time. I can't wait to see you all. Miss you. Lee, thank you so much. Lisa Martin, thank you too. And we all hope you all stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.